Arsenal summer transfer haul, key signings and future prospects. Get ready for an exciting summer transfer window, Arsenal fans. Mikel Arteta has some big plans and is not holding back. In a recent interview, he vowed to bring in more signings and hinted at potential new additions joining the team's preseason tour in Asia. But here's where it gets controversial. Arteta and Arsenal are in talks with Sporting CP over a move for Viktor Gyökeres. Sources reveal that the clubs have agreed on an initial fee of around €63 million. But there's a catch: further negotiations are needed to finalize performance-related add-ons worth around €10 million. When asked about Gyokeres, Arteta played it cool, saying he couldn't comment on players not yet part of the squad. He emphasized the importance of improving squad depth and quality, stating, "We are short in numbers and need to strengthen." Arsenal has already welcomed 3 new faces: Martín Zubimendi, Nørgaard, and Kepa Arrizabalaga as part of their 30-man traveling squad. And let's not forget the £52 million, $70 million acquisition, Noni Madueke, who is taking a well-deserved break after his Club World Cup stint with Chelsea. But the story doesn't end there. Arsenal is reportedly closing in on a move for Valencia's centre-back, Christian Mosquera, worth around £17 million. Arteta believes his team is fully convinced of their ability to win silverware, having finished second in the Premier League for the past 3 seasons. "They know how good they are and how close we've been," Arteta said. "It's those small details that can make the difference and take us to the next level." And this is the part most people miss. Arsenal's first training session in Singapore had to be delayed due to heavy rainstorms. Talk about an unexpected twist. So what do you think, Arsenal fans? Are these transfers enough to take the team to the next level? Or should Arteta be aiming higher? Let's discuss in the comments and share your thoughts on Arsenal's transfer strategy this summer. Arsenal's preseason tour, rain, training, and Zubimendi's arrival. Buckle up, Gunners fans. Arsenal's preseason tour in Asia has officially landed, and Mother Nature threw in a dramatic welcome. Just 24 hours after touching down in sweltering Singapore, the team faced a biblical downpour that threatened to derail their schedule. But here's where resilience meets determination. Mikel Arteta and his squad refused to let the weather dampen their spirits. The delay pushed Arteta's press conference forward, but he walked in beaming, ready to tackle tough questions. On the transfer front, fans are hungry for more signings after Kepa, Zubimendi, Nørgaard, and Madueke joined the fold. Arteta hinted at more to come, "We're short on numbers and need depth. The window is open, and we're hunting." But is this enough, or are Arsenal gambling by not strengthening further? Zubimendi, meanwhile, has already won Arteta over in just 7 days. "His character, personality, and quality are exactly what we need," the boss gushed. Contrast that with the secrecy around Viktor Gyökeres, Arteta's, yet sparked hope. But will the striker materialize? The day ended with a glamorous launch of Arsenal's new away kit at Singapore's tallest rooftop bar, where stars like Will Poulter and Ray Parlour mingled. But amidst the glamour, a key question lingers. Can this squad truly compete without more reinforcements? Sound off. Do you trust Arteta's plan, or are you sweating about the transfer window? Arsenal transfer update. Mikel Arteta on Viktor Gyökeres and new signings. When a major transfer deal hangs in the balance, it can feel like a ticking clock with no clear end in sight. And that's exactly the situation Arsenal fans find themselves in with Viktor Gyökeres. Despite the club's best efforts, the wait continues, and the question on everyone's mind is, when will this long saga finally reach its conclusion? But here's where it gets controversial. Some believe the delay signals deeper issues in the transfer process, while others see it as a normal part of complex negotiations. And this is the part most people miss. Patience and persistence are often the keys to sealing big deals. Arsenal's head coach, Mikel Arteta, has chosen to stay tight-lipped about the ongoing negotiations for Gyokeres, refusing to reveal any specifics about the transfer talks. However, he did express optimism that the club is close to adding another player to their squad, hinting that a new signing could be announced very soon. Earlier this month, reports emerged that Arsenal had reached a preliminary agreement with Sporting CP to bring Gyokeres to the Emirates Stadium. Yet, despite this initial progress, negotiations have stalled over the finer details of the transfer fee, causing the deal to drag on longer than expected. Arteta had hoped to finalize Gyokeres' arrival in time for Arsenal's pre-season tour in Singapore, but by the team's arrival on Sunday, the Swedish striker was still not part of the squad. When asked for an update during a media briefing on Monday morning, Arteta emphasized the club's cautious approach. "I cannot comment on any player who is not part of our group yet. When we have something concrete to communicate, we will do so." His words reflect a careful stance, acknowledging the ongoing negotiations without revealing too much. Although the transfer deadline has passed, Arteta remains confident that more signings are on the horizon. Fans are eagerly awaiting confirmation of Christian Mosquera's arrival, especially after a leak suggested his first interview might have been accidentally posted online. Meanwhile, Viktor Gyökeres continues to be the focus of intense speculation, with multiple Portuguese media outlets hinting at a potential rival bid from Manchester United. However, sources indicate that Gyokeres remains highly motivated to join Arsenal this summer, despite the interest from other clubs. Arteta also highlighted the broader context of the transfer window. "There's still a long way to go, and we're still seeking to strengthen the squad. We're a bit short in terms of numbers, and we need to improve both the depth and quality of our team." He stressed that the club is actively exploring options in the market, and until those deals are finalized, the focus remains on the current squad. Over the past 10 to 15 days, he's been pleased with the progress and the support from the club's management, especially from sporting director Andrea Berta, who has been instrumental in pushing negotiations forward. Looking ahead, Arteta remains hopeful. "There's a lot of time left in the transfer window, and we're optimistic about improving the team. We'll keep trying until we get the right players in." His positive outlook underscores the belief that, despite the delays, Arsenal's transfer plans are still very much alive. So, as fans wait anxiously for official confirmation, the question remains, will Arsenal secure Gyokeres and other key signings before the window closes? Or will the delays continue to test their patience? Share your thoughts. Do you believe the club is doing enough, or are these prolonged negotiations a sign of deeper issues? Let us know in the comments.